Hello, everybody. We're live. Welcome to Shed End Shutter. Shed End Shutters. We are here with me, one of your co-hosts, Daniel, and we're here with my brother, my best friend, and co-host, Abs.
Yes, people, we're back. So, Dan, there, thanks for the intro, broski. Obviously, hope everyone's doing well. And yeah, so we got a lot to dissect today because a lot happened over the weekend. You know, we obviously we had the game against Plymouth. A certain best keeper in the world went and picked up another trophy, and yeah, and then we've got a big game coming up against Al Hilal, so we'll get into all of that later. But anyway, just before we start, listen, people, I'm gonna go on screen just like what her son does. Make sure you slap that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also turn on the notification bells. We're going to be bringing content on a more consistent basis now. Obviously, we've got the preview coming up for today for the Al Hilal game, then the review and stuff. And yeah, some exciting content coming up soon. Trying to be a bit more consistent with it for the people. But anyway, so where do we start, Dan?
We have to start off with Edouard Mendy because he won AFCON with Senegal, and it's the first time they've ever won it.
Yeah, true that. I'll just talk about it a little bit. I want to make sure I find something so that I know what I'm saying. Yo, Dan, still there?
Yeah, you can have your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of AFCON? Who do you think Senegal were the deserved winners? Yes or no?
So obviously I watched that, and I've been watching AFCON for a while. So it wasn't. Senegal have historically been that team where they've had good players, but they've just not managed to get over the hurdle. Like they lost 3 back-to-back finals in a row, and it must have been heartbreaking. And obviously, yesterday now it was Sunday, wasn't it? Yeah, Sunday. It was nice to see them win. Obviously, there was a little bit of bias because I wanted Mendy to win it because that's my keeper, the best goalie in the world, and yeah, it was good from them. They looked like the only team that were out there ready to play football. Whereas Egypt, in a way, I kind of felt sorry for Mo Salah because Egypt were just they couldn't really get the ball to him, and Salah obviously got a lot of criticism on Twitter, but agendas have a run, so I was part of it as well. But yeah, just is where it is. Obviously, congratulations Senegal, big congratulations to Edouard Mendy. I wanted to make sure I got this up. So 8 years ago, Edouard Mendy was unemployed. He was lining up at a local job centre and ready to quit football. He's now won the Champions League, the UEFA Best Goalkeeper of the Year, the FIFA Goalkeeper of the Year, so a couple individual awards in there, and he's won a UEFA Super Cup, an African Cup of Nations, and the Best Keeper award at AFCON. Tell me that is not an inspiration. Edouard Mendy is, and on top of that, and we'll keep running with this because people need to get this through their heads. Edouard Mendy is the best goalkeeper on planet Earth in world football. There is no goalkeeper who is better than him. Not ones that I've seen, at least. None of them are better than him. He is the best keeper on the planet, and this just shows you that if you believe in yourself and you just keep going at it and don't give up, you can achieve anything you want. So big up Edouard Mendy. Hopefully he can come back and do what he's doing all season.
And there is 2 allegations he's clear of now. He can save a penalty, and he can play in a back 4. It's not back 5 tax, as people say.
Exactly. Anyway, so we've got Jose in the comments saying big up. Oh, sorry.
Bless you.
Thanks, bro. Anyway, Jose CFC in the cut saying big up, man. Obviously, make sure you like the stream as well, my guy. And yeah, so obviously, big congratulations to Mendy, obviously, and to the whole Senegal team. Just on a side note, I thought Sadio Mane was actually quite good in that game. And a lot of people have been criticizing him recently, but to be honest, I'd take Mane at Chelsea. I know you would, Dan.
Yeah, I rate Mane highly, but he's not better than Hazard.
Oh no, he's not better than Hazard. No, but that's just Liverpool fans trying to run some dead agendas. All because do you know what it is? I've realized, bro, that when we start, when other teams prop up their players, they're allowed to do it in peace. When we start propping up our players, they just be like, and this and that, and they keep going back to it. It's like, why? Why can't we be happy with our ballers? And then when we do, apparently we've got main character syndrome and all that. Trust me, it's just an agenda against Chelsea fans. Yeah, I know there's some of our fans who are annoying and very jarring, and trust me, I've gone into arguments with quite a few of them, but you can't But let us be happy. Why can't we be happy, man?
It's because it's Chelsea Football Club and everyone loves to hate Chelsea. Apparently, we're a small club and got no history, but you always love to talk about us. How does that make any sense?
True that, my bro. But obviously, so yeah. Aside from the whole Mendy thing, obviously, again, big congratulations to him. But it's good that he's come because he's going to come with a lot of confidence, and hopefully he can kick on and keep playing the way he's been playing all season for the rest of the season for us. And hopefully we can. I don't think he'll be playing in the semi-final tomorrow. And to be honest, he deserves a rest. I don't want to risk him getting injured. Just let him rest and relax. Kepa's been solid the last few weeks. I'd play Kepa in that, but hopefully he can be there for the final. But before we get into the whole Club World Cup thing, we have to talk about the disaster of a performance that was Plymouth Argyle. Go ahead, you take it away, bro.
I don't think it was exactly a disaster. It was just Plymouth really wanted it as well. It wasn't just us. Because I think they played really well for was it the first 20, 25 minutes, and I think eventually they got tired out because they're not used to the pace of like bigger teams or better teams. But we up front, the best player was Ziyech up front was our best player.
Yeah, and that just shows you that shows you, bro. That just shows you that goals and assists on everything because Mount got an assist in the game, but I don't think Mount was better than Ziyech. Not from where I saw. And yeah, so I keep every time I find out about sneeze. But yeah, I hear what you're saying, though. Like it wasn't a good performance, but who do you say like were the standout players in that game? And I know there's one in particular who, don't worry, we're going to talk about him in a bit.
We got Ziyech. Aspilicueta was absolutely brilliant that game. I think he was man of the match for us. I'll give credit to the Plymouth as well. They had a game plan and it worked. Yeah, also, credit to their goalkeeper as well. Really good goalkeeper.
That goalie was on smoke. But you know what I say? It wasn't good in terms of we played a relatively strong team. Yeah, I know that Kante and Chilwell and James and Mendy weren't there, but Thiago Silva weren't there. But still, we shouldn't really be relying on a full strength team to beat Plymouth Argyle, man. Come on, they're not like how do I say this? They're a decent League One team, but they're not like the cream of the crop when it comes to lower league teams. Sorry, Niall, you're my guy. But anyway, so who are we in the comments? So we've got Noah saying, big up Abdullah and Daniel. Edu Mendy is moving Club World Cup next, right? Yes, he is. He will be joining up with the squad either today or tomorrow. Because I think, am I right? They went to Senegal first to do the celebrations.
Yeah. I think it was last night because he did live stream it last night on his Instagram, and it was, very busy, very crowded as well. There was loads there.
Shit. I'm just happy that he was on top of a bus because I wouldn't really want him to be around too many people because then he'd catch COVID and we won't have him for any of the games, which is a bit long. But yeah, so obviously, I think Mendy will be there. Well, I don't think he'll start, but we'll get to that later. And we got Prime in the cup. Big up Prime. If you don't know, please go subscribe to the First XI where Prime does a load of shows. They've done a great AFCON show for the last few weeks. And he hosts stuff like the Chelsea show and Fraud Watch, which is brilliant. So make sure you go check them out. Go check his Twitter as well at Latimus Prime. And he says,
oh my God, what now?
You know what? You speak on this one. Just give me a second. I need to go get one.
I need to know what Prime doesn't like about Chalobah. He's been playing well for the last few months for the season so far. He's made a couple of mistakes, but everyone makes mistakes. He's young. He's got time to develop. And with maybe Rudiger and Christensen leaving, he's going to have to step up more. Because we need to renew. We've got a very good defence at the moment, a very good goalkeeper. It's the attack that needs to improve. So attack isn't really that good at the moment. And I rate Mount, I rate Ziyech. I did rate Lukaku, but
how much do you rate
with
him?
the interview and stuff.
Well, you don't really have it.
I rate Havertz too. It's just you can't put generational talent yet because he hasn't shown it yet. If that makes sense.
No, I hear that. I hear that. You can. I think when it comes to talent, you can call someone a talent, but there's difference between talent and what they produced. So, oh no, like, that's just like, what's it called? It is what it is. We're still yet to see the best of Havertz, but he's shown quite a few times that he has got that ability to go to that next level, which everyone's expected of him. We just need to see it on a more consistent basis, and hopefully, with Tuchel and with the board backing Tuchel, most importantly, he can get to that level and become that player that we all know he can be. Noah's saying, Abdullah, is Werner a Class A brick? Oh man,
you know how bad it is because Werner gets slandered by every fan base, not even ours, even ours too.
Werner's actually such a nice guy. I hate going in on the guy. He's not. Listen, he's not he's not great, but he's not like. I don't know, man. He's just. I think Werner's all right, you know. And to be fair, he was our highest assister last season, and because everyone loves goals and assists, Werner was getting a bag of assists last season and was probably the best creator in the team, at least from open play, because most of his assists were open play assists. So you have to give him some kind of credit, man. Anyway, what else? Pram saying I'm low key waiting for Chatterford to drop generationals.
You'll be waiting a long while then.
Generational stinkers, I can put him on fraud watch. All right, say no more. We'll have to see. Hopefully, he can keep a clean sheet in the Club World Cup and lifts it and kisses the medal in front of the camera for you to see, Pram. But seriously, I haven't been out there. Yeah, that's calm, man. It's calm. But listen, you know, it's still we want to spread the love around here, man. Want to make sure that people know what go on and go check you out and stuff. So yeah, but anyway, where were we? Back to the Plymouth game. So I'm getting my thoughts. I thought, I just don't think we were particularly great. I thought Aspi was very good, and Aspi is, I think he's fallen into that bracket where he's one of those, what's it called? He's one of those kind of players that I don't know what it is with him. He's probably gonna end up being one of them players who just never gets rated probably throughout his career, because you know how everyone talks about Cancelo playing left back and right back. Aspi was doing that for years, bro. He was playing centre mid for us sometimes as well.
Centre back as well. You mean centre back, left back, left back, right back. I don't think he's ever played centre mid, has he?
I swear he's played centre mid like 1 or 2 games, and right wing back and left wing back, bro. Aspi's, in my opinion, Aspi's our best ever right back in the Prem era, and I love Branner. I do love Branner, and I think as a goal scorer and a goal threat from set pieces, Branner was better. But all round defensively and especially creating from that position, I think Aspi's just that little bit better, even though I love both. What are you saying about
that? Yeah, I agree with you. I think Aspi's shown that he's better than him, but it's really close. It's not like where other people go, he's like, this one's clear of the other, or this one's clear of the other. They're actually close together.
Yeah, exactly. And he's been consistent. 0 errors leading to goals in nearly 10 seasons of Premier League football. You can't. You just have to respect that. But anyway,
no one can chat to that. No one.
Of course not. Not even the best defender. Ashley Cole, who in my opinion is the best left back to ever play the game, even he's had a couple errors, and that just shows how consistent Aspi's been for us. Anyway, Prime also saying not only was Werner our top assister last season, he was our only forward to get double-digit goals. That is cap, because Giroud and Abraham both got 12 goals last season. Noah also saying, big up, Ladder Prime, bro. It's just a convo between Prime and Noah. But anyway, so we're going way off topic now. We need to do the player rings real quick. So, who have we got? We have got, obviously, let me just make sure I get my screen up. So from the team that played, we had Kepa, Aspi, Christensen, Rudiger, Mount, Georgie, Kovacic, Ziyech, Lukaku, and Callum Hudson-Odoi. So I guess we'll start with you, bro. We probably have to start from goal. So Kepa, what are you saying for Kepa?
Kepa didn't really have much to do, to be honest, apart from the penalty and extra time, and he saved that. He's one. I think he's the best penalty saver in the one of the best penalty save takers in the world. Because I think Donnarumma's first, didn't he? Because Donnarumma's never lost a penalty shootout, but I think Kepa's second.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, what are you saying for Kepa out of 10 then?
I have to give him I was gonna say a 7.
Fair play. I'd give him a 7 as well. I don't think he had much. You can't really blame the goal on him. The goal they can see. Yeah, he probably should have. Because you know what it is. You know how them balls come in, and it's like they're not expected to go in, and it's like when you realize it's going in, it's like, oh, it's a bit too late. You can't really save it and stuff. Like it's just. I don't know. I saw how people were getting onto him. I was like, that's not really fair, man. Kepa, he's been solid for us since he's come back, man, and he's. I don't think he's ready to be the number one because Edu's the best in the world, but he is definitely a good backup. He's definitely a good backup for us. Who else is there? We've got Azpilicueta. Now, before you go, I'm gonna give it straight 10. 10 out of 10. Brilliant, brilliant. For the goal alone, the way he flicked it on with his that was beautiful. That was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful from Azpi. He gets a 10. Didn't really get caught lacking too many times. Tried making things happen. Showed Lukaku how to finish. I'm giving him a 10. What are you saying then?
I can't disagree with that. He was bombing down that wing like he's prime. It was just unreal. But you gotta do what you gotta be like. It was against Plymouth, and Plymouth are a decent side, and I think they'll get promoted this season. But apart from that, I'm gonna say the same. It was a perfect game from him.
Fair play. Let's just anyway, people in the comments, make sure you get involved as well and drop your player rating. So I know Pram's going on as well, saying what is the Giroud and Tammy? Oh, this is to the double-digit goals thing. Giroud and Tammy are strikers. Werner isn't a striker. Hence, he's in the same bracket with Pulisic, Cho, Havertz, and the rest. Fair enough. Abdullah question: do you think Tuchelini having the C19 made CFC look bad on the day? Yes and no, because obviously the gaffer does have a big impact on the team. But wait, sorry, go on, Dan.
You're talking about saying? Did you say Werner's the only one to get double digits of goals and assists?
Yeah, from forwards, but apparently the difference between being a forward and a striker.
Mount got was it 6 in the league? 6 and 6 and 6 and no, 6 and 6 in the.
No, I checked this last year. I checked this last season because people were cooking Havertz. I just said Mount got 9 goals and Havertz also got 9 goals, but he played a lot less minutes than Mount.
I was about goals and assists. I thought that was what he was on about.
Yeah, they both got to be. You know what? Havertz and Mount, they didn't actually have, in terms of, if you look at it from a statistical point of view, their seasons weren't. They actually weren't much different from an attacking point of view. Both of them got 9 goals and 9 assists. So it's not even to say that Havertz is like amazing or just call Mount a bum. It's just to show that you can't really. And I just don't like the way that both are being slandered, and that's just all it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but yeah, to answer your questions, Noah, yeah, I think it kind of did because Tuchel's the gaffer. He's the most important piece of the puzzle. He's the best thing to happen to our club since Jose, in my opinion, or Jose or Ancelotti, one of them two. And yeah, it's just hopefully he can go to the UAE, sorry, and yeah, playing that and be there on the touchline because the manager always has a big impact on the team, even if he doesn't always necessarily say out the tactics. Noah's saying, Ladin, Pram saying Kepa 7.5, if not 8.5. He's man of the match for me. Saved us quite a few times in the second half as well as extra time. Fair play. And what else is there? No, I'm on about just goals. Daniel, if we're talking GA, Werner has 27. I think Mount has 16. Or I could be wrong on that with Mount. Last season, Werner did have 27. He got the most goal contributions. I think Mount got 18. Havertz got 18. Ziyech and Pulisic both got 10. And I think Giroud got a couple as well. And so did Tammy. I'd have to check that later, but that's time for another day. But anyway, we move on to Pram's least favourite centre-back. And I think, I don't know if Dan likes him a lot, but Andreas Christensen, so what are you saying for him?
I actually like Christensen. He's very decent. I think the contracts. I think the contract negotiations is getting to his head because he doesn't know because he wants. I think he wants to stay. It's just he wants to see what everyone else gets. Because if Rudiger gets 230, 240 a week, he'll want the same. Because I think they've been similar, like they've been the same. So you got Rudiger, Silva, and Christensen. I think they've been our three best centre backs since Tuchel's took over.
Okay, yeah. Silva obviously signed a new contract a few weeks ago, so he's going to be staying for an extra year. But yeah, so wait, what was it? The rating you gave for Christensen?
I'm going to give Christensen because he went off, didn't he? At half time, I'll give him a 5 because he went off at half time.
Yeah, I was going to say something like a 5, maybe something like that. Rudiger. Now Rudiger, I don't know, man. He wasn't bad, but he just didn't do anything spectacular. I don't think. I mean, in fact, I disagree. He was good defensively. He made it go in front of the ball quite a few times. I don't know. I give Rudiger a 7. I don't think he was outstanding, but I don't think he was like bad or anything. So I'm giving Rudy a 7 or a 6.
I'm going to give him a 6. I don't think the two centre back pairings was exactly the best.
Yeah, I don't think either centre back was that good, but I just think Rudiger, because he done what Rudiger normally does, and yeah, he was pretty solid. But obviously, now we get on to Malang. So now he was fantastic against Tottenham. We have to give him credit for that. But Jesus Christ, that was it was like watching Alonso with a bit of speed. That's all it was. Malang saw. Oh my God.
I don't think he was bad as people think he was. I think he was good. It's just that one mistake he made, and that's the only thing people remember because it almost made us go to penalties. But I understand where you're coming from. But no one can be as bad as because Alonso can have like an 10 out of 10 like sometimes, and then sometimes he has a stinker. I think Sarr wasn't as bad as you say he was, but you probably see the game differently to how I do. So
I'm giving Sarr 4, man. I don't think he was particularly amazing, but I don't know. Maybe so. What are you saying? Are you giving like a 6 or something?
I think a 4 is really bad. I think he was actually decent. It's just what he made one mistake, and that was the penalty. That was it. So I'm going to give. So I'm going to give him a. I'm going to give him a same as Christensen 5.
Okay, fair enough. It's all about opinions, to be honest. So let's see who else is there. Let's just see some of the other ratings. So Noah saying Ladimus Prime Plymouth played hard. Not gonna lie, bro. They brought Judge. Prime giving Aspi a 8. Noah giving Aspi a 9.5. Damn. Noah also giving Christensen a 5. So he agrees with you. And Prime giving Christensen 6.5. Noah saw 8. Rudiger 7. And so I'm giving a 7.5. He was actually brilliant. Yeah, he gave away the pen, but if our forwards could finish, it wouldn't have gone to extra time in the first place. I don't know. Maybe I was being a bit too harsh on So. I might bump it up to a 6. Because to be fair, he didn't really do anything stupid. He just kept it simple throughout the game. Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably give him a 6. I don't think he was outstanding, but I don't think he was. I just think that mistake, was quite bad, and I think that's where my judgment came from. But we live and we learn. Midfield, so yeah, I don't think. Again, I don't think many of our men. The thing is, no one really had an outstanding performance. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like some of them, some of them were. Aspi was very good, and some of them were just like just decent. They didn't really do much, and then obviously we had a couple stinkers in there, but we'll get to them. So where do we start? Jorginho, what are you saying?
Jorginho, I think he's been really good. That's since Tuchel took over as well. But this game, he was all right. He wasn't as bad as he was like the previous game, was it? So I'm gonna give him a 5.5.
Fair play, man. I'm I'll give Georgie a 6, man. I think he was. Again, it wasn't like he was bad or anything. It just, I think the fact that we weren't winning comfortably, I think it gave people a false image. A lot of people dropped a lot of dead performances when really there was only a couple who were useless. So I'm probably going to give Georgie a 6 as well. So it was a standard performance, nothing outstanding. Who else do we have? We have. Oh God, it's going to be hard because he's always been one of my favorites, but this season he's taken another level and probably been our best midfielder because it's been our most consistent one. Mateo Kovacic.
Yeah, underrated baller. He's making the number 8 mean something again. I didn't like it originally because, Lampard's a very sensitive topic for me. And I love Lampard as a player, as a manager. He might be, as people say, as a bum. But, he's got time to improve. He's only been a manager for, what, 3 seasons? So he's got time to improve. But Kovacic is making me like the number 8 again. So I'm going to give Andy. I think he's been, like you said, he's been our best midfielder this season. So I'm going to give him a 6.5.
Yeah, I'd probably give Cover a 6 as well. We weren't again. Yeah, it's the same thing with Georgia. Now people seem to think that the thing is, even though we was 1-0 down, we were creating loads and loads of chances. They weren't amazing chances, but we were testing the keeper and stuff. It wasn't like we were amazing, but we just did enough to get through. It's literally just create, and eventually you'll break them down. And yeah, I don't think Cover was amazing either. He just done a job again, so I'm gonna give him a 6. And now we get into the front four. Now, there were 2 players in the front 9 who dropped absolute stinkers, and we'll get to them later. But the other 2, I thought one of them was fantastic, and the other one was decent at best. I don't think he was amazing either. But who do we go with? Mason Mount.
You know how I feel about Mason Mount. He's a really good player. People keep saying he's bang average, but how can you be bang average when you're constantly playing every game and you're playing the best as you can? In the day, sometimes not every player is like perfect, if it makes sense. Everyone's not exactly like, you can have bad games, you can have good games, you can have really good games. But I think this game, I expected more from him, even though he got the assist and a good goal by Aspi. But I'm going to take my bias out of it and give him a 4.
No, give him a 4. I want to give him a 4. I don't think he was that bad. I'll probably give him like a. Oh no, man, it's odd. I probably would have given him a 5 because I'm not like a Mount stan or anything. I just like. I don't think he was amazing. Like, but he wasn't. He wasn't rubbish. Let's put it that way. Maybe a 5 or a 6. I think 4 was a bit harsh, but it's okay. It's just what it's about. Pram saying, "Oh, Pram's actually giving Mount credit." Okay, say no more. Saying Mount 7 wasn't near as bad, near as poor in that game as what people said, but he was average. However, he got the assist, so there's that. Fair enough. I'll give Mount a 6 maybe. And what's he said for Jorginho? He said, let's come with the Georgie prop already. We all know Pram loves Georgie. Saying that there were stages in that game where he was literally playing in midfield by himself. Fair enough. No, saying Mount has no X factor. Well, apparently, according to people, having skill and impact in the game without goal or assist isn't good enough. But what can I say? Because certain ex-Chelsea players get disrespected for that. And I know Dan knows exactly what we're talking about. And he's also said cover 6.5. So yeah, I think.
What do you mean by Mount has no X factor? What players do have the X factor, whatever that even means?
Now, what you mean is Mount isn't. How do I say this? You see how with Hazard had that thing where when he got the ball, you just like he was like when he was on it, you were shook and you knew that something was going to happen. I have nothing, right? With Mount, I don't think Mount's quite at that level yet, which is fine because he's not. I don't expect Mount to be at the level that Hazard was for us because Hazard was just a different level baller.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We ain't going to have a player like Hazard again.
No
Never.
way. Hazard and Zola are probably the two most talented players to play for our club.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. But anyway, so the other forwards. Do you want to go from best to worst or worst to best?
Aye.
Do you
Yeah,
want
go
to go
worst to best. Yeah, yeah.
worst to best? Okay, well, worst to best. You know what? You can have them as a duo: Callum Hudson-Odoi and Lukaku. In my opinion, the two worst players on the pitch by far, by an absolute country mile. They were both awful. Cho wasn't taking anyone on, wasn't creating, wasn't releasing the ball quick. Decision making was poor. Lukaku has turned into the new thumbs up merchant this season. Absolutely awful. In my opinion, oh my god. Do you know what it is? Yeah. You take them two, and then I'll do
Right.
those
You really want
two.
me to go first because I'm rating for Lukaku. People are not going to like.
That's calm. You can give Lukaku whatever rating you want, but you know what? Do Cho first then, and I'll just send Prime the link real quick, and then yeah, we'll be all right.
I'll give Cho. Cho. He's very. I like him, but he's very inconsistent. Because he got what? He's got 7 goals. Is it 4 goals? 4 goals in 71 appearances in the Premier League. That's just really bad for a player who's supposed to be really good. And some of his fans say he's generational. But he does get unnecessary hate because he's not the only one that's not been like exactly the best this season or in general. So I'm gonna. He was better than Lukaku. I think Lukaku was the worst player on the pitch. So I'm gonna give Cho a 4, same as Mount 4.
Cho, well, I think Mount was better than Cho. You see what it is with Cho. I can't lie. Cho and Lukaku were both as bad as each other. Personally, maybe Cho was a little bit. They were both awful. That's the problem. They were both rubbish. So, nah, do you know what? I'm gonna give it to them anyway. We're being harsh on this. Cho for me gets a 0, and Lukaku can also get a 0. Offered nothing to the team. Neither one. Cho wasn't taking on anybody. Wasn't trying to make things happen, and yeah, it was just a bit long. So yeah, I'm sorry. They're both getting 0.
I don't think Cho was a 0. No, he wasn't as bad as
I
Lukaku.
think I think Cho was a certified 0. They were both. Do you know what? You can give them both ones if you want to go. If we want to be nice, we can give them. I'm being generous with that because both they were awful. They were.
Because Lukaku is a £100 million player, and he's struggling against Plymouth. He can't even control a ball against Plymouth.
Broski, but I don't listen. As much as the price tag is a thing, both of them were as bad as each other. When you're on the pitch, the price tag doesn't affect me. I just want to see how you perform, and they were both awful. Sorry.
Yes, but Lukaku's supposed to be this world-class top 3 strikers in the world, blah blah blah, and he's not showing it.
I hear that.
I do rate Lukaku, but ever since that interview's come out, it's changed my opinion on him because it looks like he don't want it. He never really wanted to be here. So why would you sign for us in the first place? Because he said, is it because he idolised Drogba when he was younger? We don't know. Because if you really miss Inter Milan that bad, why did you leave in the first place? Why didn't you stay?
Yeah, true. I hear you. I mean, I'm not. It's not even a personal thing because I got over it. I don't really care too much about that. In the summer, we'll sort that out. I think as a club. But for me, for that performance alone, the pair of them were awful, and
I can't disagree with you, but
I don't think one was better.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you.
I'm just trying to be consistent because I don't think either one was better than the other. No one, there was not one thing in the game that either Lukaku or Cho did that made me like, yeah, you were good. For me, both of them can get, both of them. I really gave 0s. Maybe that's a bit harsh. In fact, no, I'm sticking with it. Lukaku and Cho both get 0s. Passengers in that game. But yeah, so
Lukaku 0, and I'll give Cho
1.
A 1, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech was the joint best player on the pitch. Yes, and Prime said it himself. He was playing. He was constantly trying, but he's playing with bums. And yeah, I think Ziyech was actually quite good. I'm giving Ziyech an 8 in my opinion. He was brilliant, brilliant. But yeah, what are we saying for Ziyech?
9.
9.
Yeah, I don't think he. I don't think. He, I think Asp was just doing everything, and he scored as well. He scored a brilliant goal as well.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. I think both of them were good. But who else have we got? We've got some subs here. So the players who came on, we had obviously.
Let's get to this first. I'm not mad
Yeah.
at it. I'm not mad at you. Just saying. I just wanted to know what it means. That's all.
Oh, all right. Yeah, fair play.
And
But anyways,
Mount. Mount's a sensitive topic as well. So I've been backing him for the longest, but I don't. I'm not as bad as someone.
yeah, true that. True that. Trust me, Mount. To be honest, any stand of any football player is jarring. I just find them long. You could be a stand for Lionel Messi, and I'd still find you jarring. But anyway, so the subs who came on in at halftime, obviously, the first one who came on was Marcus Alonso. So we saying for Alonso, but the winning goal, he wasn't as catastrophic as what we normally know of Alonso, but I think he was all right. So we saying for him.
I think Alonso was good. I think he got the goal. He's showing Lukaku how to finish, like Aspi did as well. So I think give Alonso a 7.
But did you give him a 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, calm. I probably agree with that. Who are the other subs? Can you just who is it? Just can you just in fact, now you know what? You do all the subs, and I'll give mine in a bit. You need to do something real quick. So
Who
it was that
who were the subs again first before you disappear?
Christensen came off for Alonso at halftime. I think Kovacic came off for Havertz after that. Mount came off for who was it? Was it not Cho came off for Werner. Mount came off for Saul, and Trevor Chalobah I think came on for Aspi. I think those were the subs. So yeah, I think it was. Am I right in saying it was Werner, then Havertz, then what's his name, then Saul and Chalobah.
I'll say put it in the private chat so I know. I don't want to forget.
Yeah, calm.
He's just going to put the players who came off. I mean, come on, sorry.
Oh, sorry. So who is it? Was it? So who is it? Was it Werner?
Okay, let me get my iPad. Let me get my iPad on.
Was it Werner, Havertz, Saul, and Chalobah after that in that order? So yeah, just who's it? It's Werner first. So yeah, you can do Timo. I know you like Timo. For the person, he's not so much the footballer, but yeah, go through it, bro.
Chalobah, I rate him highly because I think he's a good defender, but he's got time to develop and get better. So he's going to get a 6. Havertz was decent because he did the assist for Aspi, or was it Werner? It was Aspi, or it was him to Aspi.
Havertz got the assist for Alonso's goal. It was Mount got the assist for Aspi. Yeah, he did miss a couple charges though, Havertz, but it's calm, man. To be fair, it was his first game in a while, so I'll give him a little bit of leeway. Yeah, I'm not so. Was he?
So we'll go Werner 4.
Really? I thought he was better than 4. I don't think he's that bad.
Sorry, not 4. Sorry, I was saying. Sorry, Sauer 4. Sorry, Sauer 4 because he didn't do much.
No. Yeah.
Havertz 6. Werner 6. Chalobah 6.
Okay. I'll probably give Havertz I thought Werner would. I don't think he was like a 6. There were a couple passes which are misplaced. Like, Actually, no, I deep it. Werner wasn't. He wasn't great either when he came on. Probably give Werner a 4. Havertz a 5. Saul a 5 as well. Because Saul didn't do anything wrong, but he wasn't spectacular either. It's a common denominator really. No one was spectacular, but no one was. There were a couple awful performances, and then there was a couple players who just weren't spectacular. So yeah, I'd probably give Havertz a 5. Yeah, I'll give him a 6 because he did get this winning assist, and he did look like he was trying when he came and he was working hard, and that's what a lot of people say. He's like a bit too lazy and stuff. He did look like he was watching his he was working his balls off and stuff. And yeah, Chalobah 5 as well for me. So yeah, pretty average performances from one of them. No one outstanding, but yeah, it is what it is. So overall, performance wasn't great as a team. We did enough to just win, and the goals were good. And yeah, we just we move, and hopefully we don't play like that against Al Hilal, because that is
So it looks like whoever wins between us two at the moment in the Club World Cup will be facing Palmeiras. Because they're winning 2-0.
Oh my God, not Palmeiras again. That's giving me PTSD, bro. Do you know that? How was it called? We lost to them when we played them years ago. Remember the first Club World Cup in 2012?
It wasn't Palmeiras, it was in the Corinthians.
I swear it was Palmeiras.
Corinthians, like Corinthians, because we got a player sent off and Torres missed an easy chance.
Oh yeah, it was Corinthians, but nah. So
yeah, but it's another Brazilian team because Brazilians always play like. If you remember the one against Liverpool, they played really good as well, and they got it to extra time.
Yeah, that was
Liverpool
Palmeiras.
scored the winner.
Yeah, I swear it was Cahill who got sent off, and they won it in normal time as well. I'm probably gonna
2-1, I think. 2-1.
Yeah, Lampard. No, it was 1-0. One of their guys, Paulo Guerrero, scored for them. I don't think he's playing for any clubs right now because he just got recently released. But anyway, so Club World Cup. I mean, where do we start? Anyway, yeah, now what do we do? Obviously, our opponents this week are going to be Al Hilal in the semi-finals, and let's just a little thing about them. Let me just because I made sure I wanted to do some reading up on them. Just a little thing on our opponents. So they actually won their game. They won their quarterfinal pretty convincingly. They beat Al Jazeera, I think it was 6-1, and they beat them pretty convincingly as well. Like I watched it once, and then I went and watched the highlights again. Like some of the quality of the goals were fantastic, and obviously they've got that guy who was part of that disaster show last season at the Bridge against West Brom, Mateus Pereira. So, oh no, man, this looks like it could be another long, long day. Like, let me just, I think I've got the page up. Yeah, the Chelsea website has just been posted up on there. They've got a few facts about Al Hilal. Let me just make sure I've got it up here for people to see. So, Al Hilal. So just and yeah, a familiar face right there. What's his name? Musa Marega. Yeah, we played him in the Musa Marega, the one who's brought up before, and the one that guy there.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, he was playing for Porto when we played for the Champions League last year. So yeah, Marega, I have to give him he's a solid player to be fair. So just a bit of some things about them. Al Hilal have enjoyed plenty of success since 1950s. They've won 50 domestic trophies and a record 17 professional Saudi league titles. They've won the equivalent of the Champions League in Asia 4 times between 1991 and 2000, and the Asian. Oh, sorry, and they won the AFC Champions League in 2019 and 2021. So yeah, it's pretty solid for them. They're clearly not rubbish. Obviously, their current manager is Leonardo Jardim. He used to be the manager of was it Monaco, the team where they had like Mbappe and Bakayoko on them?
Yeah, because we can't believe we wanted him in. Apparently, we said no to him or something.
Yeah, I
Apparently, he
think it
really
was.
wanted the Chelsea job, and we said no. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Trust. So that just shows you, like, these guys aren't bums and stuff. Anyway, so obviously, just a bit of stuff here, and they came in. What's it called? He came in 2000. Oh no, he replaced their old manager Rogerio Micale, and in November won the AFC Champions League when he beat Pohang Steelers in the AFC Champions League final in November. Obviously, a couple of players we already mentioned: Mateus Pereira, Musa Marega, who used to play for Porto, is in their team. Some other players like Gustavo Cuyela and Jan Hyun Soo, some other players we've known, and I forgot to mention Igalo was on loan at Manchester United and played for Watford as well. He never banged against us, but he obviously it's going to be a bit of a threat. And the little Brazilian magician Pereira. Pereira, you know how badly was he? That how much he took the piss. Man scored 2 and got 2 assists on our grand for West Brom. That was mad. Like that game, I think everything went wrong in that game. And yeah, they're also making their second appearance in the Club World Cup. And yeah, so they'll be looking to win this as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, and apparently they've got a big following. Looks like they're gonna have a lot of fans. Apparently they outnumbered the home fans in Al Jazeera, because Al Jazeera are a local club in Abu Dhabi. So
Yeah.
yeah, it shows that they're no mugs, and they're gonna be coming for everything. So I'd feel going into this game, bro.
I really want this trophy bad because the only trophy we need to complete club football. So I hope the players want the same. They want to win it too. Because I think this is our best chance to win it. Because then we don't know if you're going to win the Champions League again, do we? So hopefully.
Yeah, true that. I really want to win this as well. I mean, like, you see where it is with the Club World Cup. Obviously, the Club World Cup is a special competition because you get the best teams in what's it called? You get the best teams in from all over the world, and technically, if you win it, you're the best team in the world because you've won.
Yeah.
You've the other best teams in the continent for that season. So yeah, just a little shameless plug in there.
Mm-hmm.
But what else is there, man? So obviously, Aspilicueta and Thomas Tuchel is still recovering from COVID. Hopefully, he gets well soon, and should be.
Apparently he's had some negative COVID tests so far, but apparently he needs a couple more before he can come out. But we don't know if he's going to make it in time.
Yeah, true. Oh, look, here he is. Ladinos Prime. So before we get into it, man, for welcome, Prime, one of the best Chelsea players out there, has the stinkiest agendas, but his ball knowledge is elite. I'm not quoting on that. So Prime, what are you saying, man?
I mean, considering the fact that you don't like Barkley, I have stinky agendas. Okay.
Bro, Barkley's not good enough.
And neither is Chalaba, but let's not focus on that. Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah,
agenda for Chalaba. What are you on about?
I'm not talking about you, Daniel. It's fine. Anyway, yeah. Cho was worse than Lukaku in that game, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
How?
Yeah.
Downplaying.
I expect Cho to do something against. Considering Cho is this amazing generational star boy talent, and he can't do anything even against Argyle. Like, that says something. Like with Lukaku, he's on very bad form right now, and he shouldn't be playing. He shouldn't be starting in this team. But for whatever reason, he is, and Tuchel's trying to play him into form or whatever he's doing. I don't know. But with Cho, the whole argument, Cho fans used to say was he's playing wing back. He's not playing in his right position. He's not getting a run of games. He's now getting these runs of games. Pitch, whereas Pulisic is playing all of this criticism. He's getting all of the abuse, whereas no one's talking about how bad he's performing against Spurs. For example, was it in the league game? I know he got that assist,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Cho didn't do anything. He couldn't take on
That's not
Tanganga in the first half. In the second half, he took Tanganga
your
on
prime.
once, which created the goal for his other much. Like, and Cho's stats as well don't even look good. So I don't like the fascination people have with our forwards, who are all underperforming, by the way. Their Cho stands. People will stand Havertz. Mason Mount is underperforming, but at least he's getting GNA. Like, people will stand all of these guys, but yet they're not good. Like, there was this tweet on Twitter with Pulisic, Mount, Havertz, Werner, and Cho. Their stats are on par with what Willian was getting on average per season. And everyone hated Willian. But yeah, people will protect Cho because he looks saucy. Or they'll protect Havertz because he's still young and generational. Or they'll protect this guy or that guy when they're not good enough. Their performances and outputs are just not good enough. And we just have to be honest about it.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. You ain't lying. Obviously, Cho and them weren't great, but yeah, I think I think Prime really wanted the cook Cho. They just wanted that moment. But yeah, I agree with him. These attackers haven't been consistent this season, but hopefully they can.
Yeah, but yet, people will criticize the likes of Ross Barkley, and I'm joking.
Anyway, so where were we? Hopefully, at least for these next two games in particular, they can pull their weight and pull their socks up and make sure they can perform in these because let me just make sure I get the press up from Zaustlov. I want Zaustlov, I think that's how his name is. So anyway, so he actually took the press conference in Thomas Tuchel's absence, and he's been taking training with Arno Michels. And yeah, so just giving a couple updates on some players and when they're coming back. So he immediately, I think he spoke about Mason Mount, saying he's getting better and better, and it wasn't really anything bad, and the knock wasn't anything too bad either. But hopefully he might be able to play or at least make the bench. Reece James is completely out. I think he just went to go for rehabilitation and maybe just to pick up a medal. And and some night training with the squad because obviously helps with going back to the rhythm that you were in before you got injured. And he also said that Mendy's coming in from I think he went straight to Senegal and he might be coming back soon. And he's coming soon to after obviously winning AFCON. So yeah, it looks like Kepa might start. And it may be that a decision between one of the two is made, but it's likely that they are and there's stuff. So
I think Kepa should start. At least the semi-final anyway. I think Kepa should start. Mendy's just got back. There's no reason why he has to. Even I don't know, maybe even the final. I guess that's up to Tuchel, but depending what mindset Mendy's in, because he's just won AFCON, it's the first for his nation or in his nation's history. He might still be in sort of that party mode, where it just gives him that sort of time to just relax and just recover and get back into that sort of mindset. Maybe Kepa plays the final. I'm not entirely sure, but at least for the semi-final anyway, Kepa deserves to play. Like, people were worried about him with Mendy being gone. Kepa, I don't think he's put a foot wrong. So there's no reason why he shouldn't. What happened in the City game?
The goal, we could have done a little bit better, to be fair.
Oh yeah, true. But we were all poor in the City game, so that's not really solely a Kepa thing. But okay, one mistake.
That's
he's made. I think
that's not a bad thing, and I'm doing it credit him because Kepa's not been that. That was literally the only bad thing Kepa's done. He's not really been. There's nothing Kepa's done to scare me. But yes, so what we're saying. So Dan, obviously we've heard about Hilal and. They did slap up Al Jazeera 6-1. So we saying for this game, like, what players do you think we need to play in this? And obviously go the lineup, but just walk on in general, bro, for this.
I think he's going to change a few players, but I don't think he's going to change much from the team that beat Plymouth. Because they've played over 120 minutes, so you want to rest a few who played the full 120 minutes, but then play some that did play the full 120 minutes.
I hear that. I mean, obviously it'd be nice to what's it called? I think a couple players like I think it was Mount, Ziyech, and Aspi who came off with knocks. I think Ziyech is fit, and what's his name, and Aspi's also fit, and Mount is touch and go. But hopefully they're all fit and available, and we can have a fully fit squad available from the players who have travelled over. And I need to check who actually travelled over in the end, just to make sure real quick, because I think they posted that earlier, wasn't it? Kepa and Bettinelli, and then they had what's his name? Then they brought over what's his name? I think they most of what's it called? Let me just check the squad that came over. So the squad that's come over is Kepa, Bettinelli, Rudiger, Alonso, Christensen, Chalobah, Thiago Silva, James, Aspi, Sarr. They brought Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic, Saul, Barkley, Jesus Christ, Kennedy, and Mount. Forwards, Lukaku, Pulisic, Werner, Shaw, Ziyech, and Havertz. So, they brought
Respect our former number 8, okay? Respect him.
He's never been a good enough player for us.
Respect him.
Nah. But anyway, so we'll get into the lineups then, because I think we've all spoken a bit about Hilal and obviously the players available. So, assuming that everyone's fit, what team are you going for, Dan?
I think we're going to play.
And
I think we're going to play a back 3, I think.
A back 3. You sure?
With the wing backs, yeah.
Like a 3-4-3. Okay. All right. So we've set a back 3. So that's the formation. Obviously, I think the goal is pretty soft, because I know Mendy's just travelled back, but I'm assuming that they're gonna stick with what's been happening the last few weeks, and I think Kepa's gonna play. Prab, do you reckon
Kepa deserves to start?
Yeah, Kepa.
I was one of them who thought Kepa wasn't gonna, because I rated him with Mendy highly.
Yeah, of course.
He's proved me wrong.
Of course he did. Of course he proved you wrong, Daniel. Because I know ball. Everyone else doubted Kepa. I didn't. I knew it was a system thing while we were conceding goals because of Frank, and now improved system.
Yeah.
Kepa's he's got a new girlfriend now.
Mental
health problems. Kepa's back.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't understand why anyone had doubts. Maybe it's because you guys all loved Frank so much, but whatever. I'm not going to be like a certain Chelsea guy and say Mendy has to look over his back. However, if for some reason Mendy's dropped for a game or he's in bad form or whatever, I trust Kepa to step in. So it's all good. Mendy, come outside.
Now Kamara's conceded.
Now allow it, Prime, man. Allow it. Obviously, you've got to play a full.
Come outside.
Saying big up the man, then big up, bro. So we've all agreed that Kepa goes in goal. So back 3, Dan, go for it, bro.
You already know my back 3: Rudiger, Thiago Silva, and Chalobah.
Rudiger, you sure? Chalobah's not played in weeks. Like, played a full game at least.
I think we have 5 subs, don't we?
Yeah, we do, but Chalobah's not played a full game of football in weeks. So are you saying Thiago Silva, not Bernardo Silva? Allow it.
You put Bernardo Silva in. All right, then put Christensen in. I just want to see Pride's reaction, but he didn't fall for it.
So no,
I put Chalobah in. Take it, put Chalobah in.
Do you want? Are you being serious? You want Chalobah in?
Yeah.
Okay. Prem, we'll leave the first. I know Prem wants to say something on this, but Prem.
Cool. Oh, wait, so we're not taking this seriously then? That's what we're doing. Okay, fair enough. Daniel, we've never won this in our history, but you don't want to take it seriously.
No, I do want to take it seriously, though.
No. But Daniel doesn't, clearly.
Yeah, I do. I do. Chalobah's going to prove you wrong, so I ain't going to say nothing. All right, Ed.
Play Chalobah. I agree. Play Chalobah in this game. That's the what happens. Play
Are
Chalobah.
you being
Alright,
serious? Are you being serious?
Yeah.
So you
No one can say agenda.
no,
Yeah, when this guy messes up, no one come to me and say agenda, by the way. Okay.
So
Play Chalobah
you
this game,
want?
let's see what happens.
Oh man, Dave. Personally, I'd go for. Ah, crap.
I can't wait for him to prove everyone wrong. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
I'd rather go for Aspi into. Yes, I probably would have gone with a back four, but I'd rather go for. Christensen at right centre back. To be honest,
We're gonna be a back four
I
anyway.
think Christensen.
So
They're gonna go all out attack against us. So why play a back? Why play a back four?
this is gonna be a back four.
Because that way way would be a bit more. I personally would have gone for a back four as well. So wait, should we just change it to a back four then?
Yeah, I don't. It might end up being a back four, or if it is a back five, I play. In all seriousness, if it's a back five, I play Aspi right centre back and a Pulisic right wing back.
You play Pulisic right wing back.
Out of the options we have at right wing back currently, he's our best one. Like,
I hear that, but that's why I said I'd rather go for a back four than switch to a back four.
Yeah. Well.
yeah. That knows a back four. Chalobah doesn't snip the pitch. Chalobah doesn't snip the pitch in a back four. That's what Chalobah is. What's that?
Okay. Whatever.
So 4-2. I think that's what we've been playing recently. So we've gone with Rudiger and Silva as the centre back pairing. They'll probably swap because I think Rudiger's the left centre back, so might play on the left hand side. But anyway, right back and left back. So I think it's pretty bait. It's Aspi.
Aspi right centre, Aspi right back, and Malang Sarr left back. Clear Chalobah.
Oh my God! No, he isn't.
The Chalobah is real, man. But
it's not an agenda. It's not an agenda.
All right,
it's just
all right.
No, but it's Chalobah. So you know, whatever, man. But so now this is where it gets because midfield, midfield, Kante hasn't played in a while, but Kovacic. Oh no, this is going to be odd. I personally think people are going to go with Georgie and cover because I think Georgie and goals that aren't Premier League games does better. So like in Champions League that does better, especially. So I think Georgie's going to play, and I think Kovacic is going to go next. And what are you saying, though?
The same. I mean, more Jorginho's. This is more suited for Jorginho because he's more used to it.
Yeah, true.
These type of games.
Also, because I want to save Kante for the final if we get this, so I'd probably go with Jorginho and Kante.
He covers his Jorginho, you mean?
Oh, now you want to save Kante to the final, but you want to make sense. Didn't Jorginho play like 120 minutes?
Yeah, he played quite a few minutes still. I don't think he came on.
I don't know. I play Kante and Kovacic. Because Jorginho just played 120, and he's gonna have to play this game. This might go into extra time. Then he's gonna have to play the final as well. It's too many minutes into the session. So I just play. I start Kante, and bring Jorginho on in like the 60th minute or something or 70th.
Kante, God damn. Thing is, I don't want Kante getting injured though because Kante's had his injury problems for time. Yeah, I think it might have to be. It's gonna have to be Kante in there.
Yeah, or
yo,
Ruben or Saul.
No,
Barkley.
Give
it Barkley.
No way. Barkley's not in this. So Dan Reed's saying so okay, no. On the whole, what to see? So. Dan, who's your pivot? What are you trying to see? Dan?
Kante and Kovacic.
Kante and cover. All right. Prime, what are you trying to see? You said Kante and cover?
Yeah, rest Kante. I want Kovacic and Bar. Well, that's not right. So Kante and cover.
No, man. Georgie.
Barkley to win us the Club World Cup.
Oh my God! If he does, Jesus Christ! But anyway, so we said, can
If he does, you have to apologize.
What?
he said it. He said if he does, I have to apologize.
Apologize to who?
So,
No, not you. No,
Are we on? I don't even know who we're on about. So I don't know.
He's talking about Barkley. But anyway,
Oh, Josh Barkley. I only went anywhere near the pitch.
Yeah, trust. Anyway, so the forward line. Now, personally, I think Cho's been whack recently. He's been awful. But the thing is, Lukaku's been as bad as well. They've both been useless. So, oh no, man, this is gonna be odd. I think we might have to go for a front three of a front four even of Ziyech right wing, Mount in the 10, Pulisic off the left, and Kai Havertz up front. Because I don't think Lukaku deserves to start this game. But yeah, we
know. But we know we'll play Lukaku, so the same team, but put Lukaku up front. Lukaku.
Oh, so you play Pulisic over Cho?
I think Pulisic deserves a chance.
Okay, calm. We'll go with Pulisic then.
So and I think on form he's our best forward.
On form right now? No way. Ziyech is our best
forward.
No,
you know what I mean? Like when he's actually on form, not on form.
When he's...
yes, when he's actually on form.
Yeah, on ability. Fair enough. So what... Wait, go on, Prem.
No, you got out, sorry.
No, go on, say what you're saying.
Yeah, I was ahead and then Lukaku.
I was... No, actually, relax. Lukaku right now is playing like caliber stuff, but I would go... I go Pulisic, Havertz, Werner, and Ziyech.
So Pulisic, Mount, Havertz, Werner, Ziyech.
No.
I said Werner.
No. Pulisic, Havertz, Ziyech.
Pulisic, Havertz.
No, Mount.
No, Mount. Okay, so who plays in the 10 and who plays up front?
I don't know, man. It's not most. It's like a. See, I don't know. I don't know much about this team, so I don't know if we should play Mount just because we might need legs in the field or not.
That's why I'm saying I think Mount starts. If Mount's fit, I think he starts.
Yeah, but Mount's played quite a lot of games.
Yeah, true. Let me switch up. Let me go for. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this, but it's probably gonna end up being a 4-4-2. Pulisic there, Ziyech, and a front two of Werner. This is, I don't know, because I do think Mount is going to play in this game. That's the thing. You take out Werner for. Actually, I'd probably take out Pulisic for Mount because Pulisic hasn't been playing.
Maybe. But the fact of when we've been playing this formation, the reason why Cho's played so much is to basically act as like Sar. He stays back essentially, and Pulisic. Cho has that freedom to go up and down that wing as like a winger with a wing back with no defensive responsibility, or a winger without no defensive responsibility. I'd rather give that job to Pulisic. I have him play there. And it's tough not having Mount in, but Ziyech right now lately has been on the best of. And Mount, he's been getting GNA, but I don't think he's been on great.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Anyway, so Dan, do you agree with this team? Would you go with that, or was there any changes to make?
Because we don't have.
Dan?
Well, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not really fussed.
Changes you make, bro? Any changes you make?
Nah, I'm not really fussed.
All right, so Prem has said, obviously, Werner, Havertz, Ziyech, Pulisic, and them. I hate the whole Mount being rested thing, but I think Mount's going to play. But we'll just have to wait and see.
I think the same. Just put Mount in.
Mount for who though? Werner or Pulisic? Because I don't think Werner's ready to start. Because
Who's playing as the 10 currently? We're not playing as a 10.
we're not playing a 10 because I don't think Havertz and Werner, because Werner can't play up front by himself. That's the thing.
Okay, then. That's
Havertz
then.
kind of can, but so would you go? So would you switch it to 4-2-3 and play Mount then in the 10?
Yeah.
Okay, calm. To be fair, Prem did bring up a point that Mount's played quite a few minutes, but you know what? Just for the sake, I think Mount is probably going to end up playing.
Nobody always wants to play though. It's even though he's overplayed.
And besides, Prem, to be fair, we can start with Mount and then bring him off if we've killed off the game early. It's better that you start with your best team and, then, like, what's it called? Then bring them off as they start to get a bit more tired and that. So, yeah, let me just...
I just want this Club World Cup really bad, so I don't really care who starts.
Yeah, same, trust me. But anyway, so I think that's the final team because...
Wait, that one, who do you think the Club World Cup's for?
What?
Yeah?
Why?
You only need to win the Club World Cup. You've won everything there is to win. Ever. In the Club
Okay,
World
cool. I was confused. Because you wanted to play Chalaba, so I was confused. I didn't think you took it.
Cup. What's writing Chalaba to do with winning the Club World Cup? Wow.
Ross Barkley.
You're just trying to do this to another me. I'm not falling for it anymore. I know what you're trying.
Ross Barkley
is also winning the Club World Cup. So there
oh, my.
Who's doing it? I knew you did that. Don't fall for it, Abdel. I know what you're trying to do. You're doing it with me, with Chalaba.
This trophy, it doesn't count towards Chalaba's trophy counts. So.
Oh, shit, man.
Barkley has a Europa League. Chalaba. That's all I'm saying.
My lord. I got bored of it.
I think, where is it? Wait, hold on. Is the game, is the other semi-final finished? And I think Palmeiras have won it.
I think so. I'll check.
Let me just check real quick. Yep, Palmeiras, and there's 3 minutes left. It looks like it's going through. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, I think we'd have to bring it to an end there, but let's just quickly do score predictions. So, Dan?
I'm Fisher Prime.
I said your name, bro.
Did you? 2-0.
2-0 Chelsea. Prime, we saying, what's the score going to be?
The score.
Yeah.
If this is the lineup, no Lukaku to mess up, no Chalaba to mess up, no Alonso to mess up. If this is the lineup, then 3-0.
3-0. Okay. I'm going for a 2-1 still because Al Hilal are a good team. But yeah, listen. So obviously we come to the end now. Come to the end of the show, and hopefully we can get that win tomorrow. Just quickly, Prem, where can the people find you, bro?
You can find me here next time. Actually, yeah, you can find me on well, I haven't been uploading much, but on the First X side. Do something. There you can find me on Football Terrace. You can find pray. There's no disaster classes from Sir Chalaba. Pray Barkley doesn't score the winner.
Oh my god. Oh jeez. I don't know what's
Edward Mendy for Ballon d'Or. That's coming.
Yeah, come on. That's not actually get behind. But yeah, so I think that's about it. Dan, is there anything else you got to say, bro?
No, not really.
Okay.
And just because you're not from London and support Chelsea, you're not a glory hunter. So I got called a glory hunter today.
What?
Trust me.
Why? What happened?
I got called a glory hunter because I'm from the West Midlands. I support Chelsea.
That's stupid, man. That's just dumb. I mean, obviously, it doesn't matter where you're from. Any fan who supports Chelsea is a Chelsea fan, as far as I'm concerned. This whole proper Chelsea thing, I don't run with it. You're a Chelsea fan because you're just Chelsea and because you love the club, and that's how I see it. No one's more important than the other, and it's just the way it is. So,
I mean,
yeah,
you support Chalobah, so you're not really a Chelsea fan. I get it.
Okay. Edouard Mendy for Ballon d'Or 2022 and Chalobah for Ballon d'Or 2022.
Yeah. And also, people make sure you check our links in the social in the description. We'll put Prime's links for the socials and for the right there. Now we're putting the socials. That's what I'm saying. Because we're gonna end now. But anyway, we're just gonna put all of them there. And this.
What Daniel said.
Chalobah for Ballon d'Or 2023.
Chalobah will never make top 30 for Ballon d'Or.
No, man.
Never.
Just listen. Never. Like, subscribe, and peace. Love people.
Take care, people.